This is the history of a family that lived in the forest far from the civilization. This history focuses on a mother and her child. The family had a difficult life because the mother needed to take care of the kid who was called Jason. Jason had mental illness. Moreover, he has his faces disfigured. Even Jason had his problems. He always loved his mommy unconditionally. One day a campers went to camp to the forest. While they were exploring, one of them found the house of Jason and his mother, so he felt curious about it. So he called to his friends to try to investigate into it. In addition, when they entered to the shack, they screamed because of the disfigured face of Jason. For this reason, they got out of the house while they were screaming loudly, apart from the shack. Even they were so scared of him, they take courage to face him, they get armor, and say, "Let's capture and kill that monster." They ran to Jason's house, however, the mother arrived to the cabin and found that Jason was crying inconsolably. So, so she told him to hide under the bed because she is going to take care of the problem. When the campers arrived to the cabin, they didn't find Jason. They found his mother with a big knife in her hand, ready to face the people and protect her child over everything. She tried to hunt those things and followed them through all the forest and around it. While she persecuted one of them, a teen take the knife away from the woman and use it to decapitate her with her own knife. Jason saw everything happen.
Jason, sad and heartbroken to see what happened to his mother, decides to take revenge on the campers who killed her. So he begins a master plan to take revenge on all those who one day also called him a monster. One Friday, last day of camp, the boys decide to go fishing in the lake. They begin to see the shadow of a person across the lake. They decide to go back to the shore of the lake and better go to make a fire to warm up. Everything was ready. The instructor went to rest and everyone was telling horror stories around the campfire. One of them decided to tell what he had done to Jason's mother. As he was telling it, Jason was getting closer, making noise and throwing things to scare them more. When the boy reached the end, Jason appeared with the body of the instructor already dead. Everyone ran out scared. Jason began to chase the boys one by one to kill them. As he was capturing them, he was putting them in the fire to leave no trace of him. One of the little boys who killed Jason's mother was hidden in the cabin trying to call the police and his parents, but there was no signal in that place. When he hung up and gave up, he found a radio in which he managed to communicate with the ranger Klaus. When he talks to Klaus, the radio generates a loud sound as Jason realizes which cabin he is in and decides to set fire to it. The boy asks Klaus for help and he gives indications that on the bathroom floor there, there is a subway exit to some tunnels that lead to the road, where he can go for help. When he sees that the whole cabin is falling down little by little, he decides to take the risk and go through the tunnel so he can help his friends and save his life.
Finally, two friends were going to share of the tip that the instructor made for her, but there she finds two pants. One of them is the exit to escape, and the other is a trap that already in her moment ago she had planned so that she could not escape for each of the exits. He had a certain rights. This was a master trap, so he is no want to go to the strands where you are part that and when where there is and from there they are asked the city of clouds to get it right, but he did not have wish nails. It was of the main mothers of the case that is we Johnson of Niles put together their plan to finish Mounder every finality in the rider that had to be Gusset Johnson and his friends end up in the tramp, and it was where that they had the opportunity to kill everything.